You're.
Mm.
Hold on, I think we live. Just want to make sure, my friends. I can't tell. Hello. Well on, people. Well on. All right, I think we live. Let me. Damn it. Can you see me? Can you guys see me? Estamos hablando. I think so. All right, we good. Anyway, excuse us, forgive us for technological fails. But anyway, nonetheless, two shots. You were saying after this hiatus that we got, this guy saying he's not going to go to the second apron. We're talking about lots of talks with Mitchell Robinson. What was some of the news, or what were your thoughts on the Mitchell Robinson situation going on now?
Yeah. So I forgot where I left off, but basically the Lakers are gonna offer Mitch a contract that we're not gonna be able to match, and we might be losing him, and we might be losing Shaman also, depending on what. I don't know. Shaman is still up in the air because we don't know if he's gonna still do the vet man or if he wants like a raise or if he now that he got a chip he wants to get money. I don't know. But they were saying that the max that we can offer him is 8 million.
That's a lot right now.
And yeah, and that would put us somewhere around like 4 million under the second apron.
Yeah.
And then we have to still fill out like three or four more roster spots. So they were talking about re-signing Huck and another rookie I forgot for like 2 mil each, and that would put us at like 13 players more or less with like $16,000 to play around with. So, long
But
story short, it looks like we're gonna end up losing both Mitch and Shammy. Shammy more on depending on what he wants to do, but Mitch, if he wants to get paid, I think he's gonna be gone.
that's gonna be tough. I think. I mean, you have to let Mitch. I mean, Mitch has got to get paid in this instance. I think he took two cuts first already. I think he's definitely deserving of getting a payday. It's his time. You can't ask him to take another big chop like that. What are your thoughts on that? Like, should he take another chop and stay, or what are your thoughts
I
on?
mean, if you're asking me personally, I mean, I'm not Mitch, man. I can't really answer that. I mean, I don't know what he wants. I don't know what his financial status is. I don't know, whether he got a kid or not on the way, or I know he already has one. So it's like, are you really gonna ask this man to leave money on the table again? Basically, take food off his kid's table? Even though, like me and you sitting here talking about millionaires losing a million or two is that's like funny to us, but we're not in their shoes. So
Yeah,
it really depends on Mitch. If Mitch wants to stay, and I hope he does, I mean he'll take a pay cut. I mean, I
that's
know he
pretty
deserves.
significant too. That's a huge cut too. It's not
Well,
like
yeah, and I know he deserves all the money that he deserves. It's just it depends on him. If he wants to stay, then take that cut. If you wanna get the bag because you already got your ring, I'm not mad at it. Chase the bag, brother. Go get paid.
Machete. Your thoughts on some of that?
I mean, I feel it's like all speculation right now, and there's a lot of background somebody's
My
phone.
bad. It's part of me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
There's a lot of look, man. Because really, when does it start? On July 1st,
Yeah,
the
free
whole trade
agency.
market,
2 days
trade
away.
agency starts July 1st. He says he's excited. He doesn't know what is going to happen. I saw one where he says he's excited. He doesn't know what's going to happen. That he's just really excited. He got the chip. He's still trying to get over. They're still like in awe or in shock. They're still in disbelief. I think it sounds like about winning. They're still kind of like in party mode. It's only been not even 2 weeks, and really we don't know. I think it's going to be depend on the market because it's like he's injury prone and all of that shit. He played 40 games and all that. Then he broke a pinky at home, and it sounds like Mikal Bridges cut him off, and he was. I saw one where he said Mikal Bridges. He called him and he cut him off because he's not talking to him. So he said, "Fuck Mikal." So I don't know if Mikal's Bridges is mad because he fucked it up, and it's something stupid like that. Because it's like you got Mr. Durable versus the guy who plays the least, right? Then also the fact that the two guys, Larry Shammer and Mitch Rob, are the two most injury prone guys on the team. So it's all going to depend on the market, for these guys. Maybe they're asking million. Maybe they're like, these guys are fucking. They've been injured the whole last 2 seasons in the finals when it comes to it. We got lucky with Mitch this time. We got lucky with Sham with Laundry. So to me, it's just we gotta wait till the first happens and see what guys, what the other teams offer. I'm really speculating right now because the easiest target and the biggest topic to talk about would be Mitch Rob, right? But we don't really fucking know. Everybody's all worried and shit. The Knicks are trying all they can to get second rounders and not high picks so that they don't have to spend money and cut corners everywhere they can because it's important. Like the boss says, he doesn't want to go over the second round, the second tier, right? So he's the one who's writing the check. So we got to kind of like, and then they saying that it's not even him saying it. That it could be Leon saying it and making it look like he's saying it. It could all just be fucking smoke and mirrors. But the Knicks are very calculated. They're very sneaky, very low key. I trust what the front office is doing. I think that they want to keep the logical thing would be to keep the team together and try to bring back who's going to replace Mitch Rob. Who's going to replace that? Who's out there? Not none of these fucking younger guys. He's still under this side of 30. He's still healthy. He's not like totally broken right now. He's better at managing. We're better at managing him. If we do the same thing fucking next year, and if teams want to go out there like somebody else said and start him, well, that's on them. They'll find out that he's not a starter because he's injury prone. And if they want to pay him more money, that's all that's got to come into calculations that we have to counter, right? Then and also make him happy, or maybe let him go. He's got a big ranch up there with horses and shit in New York, up in New York. He's not even like really like like into city folks. I see him surrounded with a bunch of white kids. You know what I'm saying? Up there in the hills up there with his horses. He's a country boy, man. He's not a city person. But, he sacrificed a lot. I mean, but then you got to consider we drafted him. We're the only team that had faith in him when nobody else did. And then when they were managing, his managers weren't managing him right. There's a lot of shit that Leon did to bring us all to this point, including Mitch Rob, right? So Mitch Rob's got to be thankful for shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He should be and be like,
I mean, he is, but how thankful you want him to be though? You want him to give up like three quarters of his salary?
We can't pay him 15 mil. We can't even pay him the 15 mil, which is the low end of the contract at the end of it because we were paying him higher before. Now we're paying him lower, and we can't even like sustain lower. If you want to really run it back, but if you don't care about running it back because you got a ring, we don't know. And then not only that, he can only go by what the other offers are out there, right? Because they could be like, not anymore than what the Knicks are offering them. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta wait and see, but that's gonna be tough though. And he makes up a lot. The thing that with Mitch is it's not even so much that even with his 40 games he played with us, think about how much second possessions we got that turned into 3-point shots. How many times he's given us a rebound and has become another shot for the Knicks. We basically had double the shots than any other team. Just his key rebounds offensively to give us second place shots is gonna be missed, which is huge. Those are things that people sleeping on, but just like Josh Hart said, that the rebound that he got, how big and important it is, he's a championship piece. So teams would pay him that big money if they're trying to win a chip, i.e., Golden State. Like you know what I'm saying, like a Golden State team that needs a real center. Like we don't even care if you make it through the whole season. It would just be available during the play-in playoffs, and that's all we need you for. A Golden State team,
bro.
Good.
I'm sorry. You know what spoke a lot to me was when they had finally got Leon Rose on the roommate show. And we were there, and I said this before. They were talking, and they were talking. They were giving Josh Hart his props, and the first thing out of his mouth was that the biggest play he thought was the Mitch Rob offensive rebound. That and then Joe and then
Jalen
Dylan
Brunson.
Brunson was like, yeah, I should like find him more, like yeah, like if we could find him more, if we could find him more, and they were joking back like, yeah, you should find him more, you should alley oop him more, but that was the most important play in the whole series. He said, I gotta look at that. I gotta look at that. He said it saved the game. Because if it
Listen,
wasn't for the offensive rebound, something else wouldn't have happened that we wouldn't have
Mitchell
won the game.
Robinson all he makes is winning plays, a winning block, a chase down, and he makes up a lot for the team. Defensively, there's a lot of times that we be slacking. Josh not looking at his eye on man that we've drove me crazy half the season. That the back cut screen and then Mitchell
But
Robinson makes up for it. He makes up for a lot of mental mistakes from the team. There is a lot that he does that people really don't see. Box scores. He helps out Mitch or
Even,
Bridges.
even,
I mean,
even Hawk Porty, there's stuff that even with Hawk Porty, who's been with us 2 years, has been Mitch's backup, and he's seen Mitch for at least 2 years. Isn't the equivalent to Mitch?
you're not gonna
Mitch
get
at
it
the
though.
healthiest, the healthiest, wasn't he like a leading offensive rebounder? I mean, we had at one point we had Cat and Mitch leading the whole fucking NBA in
He's
rebounds.
done it back to back years. That same thing with Hartenstein. The year that Hartenstein was here, him and Hartenstein were both number three. Like they were tied for third position in rebound, and that's why he got all that money. Which is why it's Mitch's time. Isaiah Hartenstein had the same numbers Mitch had. He got 97 mil. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for him to see, you know what I mean, or in the $90 million, and then you get in
I hope
30.
I hope he does get paid like that. I hope he does get paid like that. I hope he does get paid. I mean, it's like I'm torn between. He should get paid, but it's not exactly like sacrifice his whole body because I mean, yeah, he did. I guess he did because he wasn't healthy all the time.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's a tough one. So the way Dolan said it, it seemed a little weird to me that he was like he's not going over second apron. The way it sounded like to me is like he doesn't feel like going over second apron with what he has now. Like we don't have the full complete team. I don't think they're willing to give. Not in that sense, but like Mitch. Do you give two shots? Do you give Mitchell Robinson $100 million? And he played 40 games last year. He didn't play 80. He played 40. Does that do you?
on 100 is a lot, brother. Like, come on.
I'm saying that's what he's where it's a big bag. Now, do you give a big bag to a half a season player? And I'm not saying this is always. We obviously had to manage his minutes and try to preserve him, but you give a big bag to someone that you had to try to preserve and get you there. Now, granted, when he's there, he's gonna do that and more, right?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I love Mitch. I want him to stay, but I also want him to get paid. Like you said, it's not fair to him that he took all these pay cuts and all this sacrifice and all this and that, and you're gonna ask him a third time? Like, you know what I'm saying? Con qué cojones? Like, how do you say something like that to somebody? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, it all really depends. In my opinion, he's more like a 15-20 guy. And if we could finagle like 15, like a maybe like a 2 year 45 or something like that. I don't know. Something more manageable. Porque like I get it, he wants 4 years, 5 years or whatever the case, but
I,
we realistically can't do that. We can't.
and
It's
even
Bro,
just
let's
it's
say
just we
let's
don't have
say
the money.
let's say
Clearly,
when
we
you
don't want to go over the second apron.
Well, let me ask you something. What's the minimum that we could pay him decently?
without going over the second apron, you're probably looking
I'm going
at
to second.
without going to maybe 8.
Yeah, I was thinking that number. I was thinking something like that. That's really, is it a low ball number?
He's
Is
asking
it a
for
low ball
20.
number?
Just to be
He's
clear,
he's
he's asking for
no
20 a
just
year.
to, just before you continue. Let me just say this.
That was my next
So,
question.
supposedly, the Lakers are preparing to offer him 15 to start. To start, brother.
They're gonna.
And what if he gets hurt?
Who cares about
But
that
that's
shit?
their problem. That's
Listen,
their
as
problem.
long as he gets his
But what I'm
money,
saying, that's not my point. What if we? This is what I'm saying. But even this is why he's not going to stay because even if we were to offer him 15, right, knowing his history, and he ends up breaking another pinky next year. We got fucking raped, right? So we can't pay him the 15. It would have to be the 8. He would have to, or meet us halfway, maybe 10. But then we would have to work
Yeah.
finagle something so that we can even squeeze in maybe 10, maybe 11.
And even then,
And that's still about balling.
you're already
So
touching.
nine million lower than what he wants.
You can't
But,
sign
but
everybody.
yeah, but at that point, you're really hampering yourself because you're only going to re-sign Mitch, but you still got like four other roster spots you got to fill out. ¿Tú me entiendes? Like with one money, you're going
Clarkson.
to do that.
Hmm.
Is Clarkson going to take another pay cut? Is Landry Shamet going to take another pay cut? You gonna ask Haporti and Kodak and all these young boys that they just starting to get paid. You're gonna ask them to take a pay cut?
Who Porty is eligible to be re-signed. He's I think it's unrestricted or restricted. He's restricted to where we can sign him to
I
like
think he's restricted. He's restricted. We
he's
drafted him, right?
he's restricted. So we could offer him 3.5, but another team could offer
At
him
what?
more
At two?
money.
At two? Three
Huh?
and a half at what? At two?
Per year, so like 3 years, 3.5, something like that. Like 3 years, 3.5 per
So
year. Like ten
so
million.
nine total.
Like yeah, like 9, 10 million, 3 years.
Hey, I
So we could offer him somewhere around there, but at the same time, another team could offer him more money. You know what I'm saying? Is there a team that's spiteful enough to hate the Knicks and be like, yo, fuck it, let's just pay this dude and never play
hell
him?
yeah.
Brooklyn, Brooklyn.
The whole East Coast.
I'm
The
just
whole
Just
saying.
East
saying.
Coast.
I wouldn't be surprised Miami gets him just be like, fuck it, we'll pay the luxury tax just so you don't be a
I,
Knick.
I wouldn't be surprised if Brooklyn sends Mitch a 15 mil
Now
contract.
listen, that right there, I was thinking about that yesterday. It is not outside the realm for Brooklyn, which would be smart for Brooklyn if I'm going to be honest, where you have Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle,
Randall.
you know what I'm saying? And maybe you could do a trade with the Knicks and get Tyler Kolek, and now you got some good popular pieces of the Knicks that are now still in New York, can still bring a
How
maybe fill
how
some
ironic
seats.
would that? How ironic would that be if it was Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, and the 5 picks we sent over there?
Fuck them picks. Nah, but listen, and listen, Toronto's talking about trading RJ. Could you get the old Knicks with in Brooklyn?
Holy cow! You kidding me?
I mean, I don't know about Randall. I mean, I don't know about RJ, but I mean, if you get Randall and Mitch, that's listen. Randall, people can hate all they want. He can get you buckets. Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Him and
Maybe
Mitch.
you wanna throw in Quick in there too?
I mean, listen, or even Tyler
Hey, let me
Call,
Quick.
ask you
call,
People
the,
like
something.
call, call the call
Let
the
me ask
baby
you a
Knicks
far
over there.
fetched.
Call them the baby Knicks.
Let me ask you a far fetched question, Max. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, we end up losing Mitch and we free that money up, because then the bright side of losing Mitch would mean that we would free up those what, 15, 20 mil.
Yeah.
Yeah, more or less.
Yo, do you think so? Do you think that would help us go get Ant?
No, we can't afford that. And
Anthony Edwards. Anthony
you
Edwards.
you can't get him now. First,
Including, remember we would have the money freed up from Mitch Rob and also the 20 picks that we got.
nah, that's not
Brother.
enough, bro. You're not this dude.
Brother.
This dude's just crazy, but he just took one hit and just
Yo,
said,
put the weed down, bro.
Listen. However, as an alternative, I mean, I've been trying to look at other options for Mitch, and you would hate that. You let's just put it out there. You cannot replace Mitch. There's no such thing as a word replacing Mitchell Rob. You cannot replace Mitchell Robinson. He is a freak anomaly that does things at such an elite level, defensively, rebounding, other intangibles that help the team to win that you'll never see it on a stat chart. And that I think is gonna be the biggest thing about losing Mitch is him helping out when Cats fucks up a defensive play, Josh, you know what I mean? And you could almost see it in the roommate show that they were like, damn, did we do enough to maybe save Mitch, keep Mitch? Like Brunson was like, I can give him a couple of more alley oops. Too late, nigga. You should have done that shit in the season. As me and you
Hey,
Knicks been
listen,
calling for
man.
forever. Give him a couple of
You
alley
you
oops.
gotta you gotta play the game, man. You
Yeah.
can always hindsight is always 2020, bro. You can always look
Yeah.
back and say, I could have done this better. I could have done that better. But at the end of the day,
Salute Daniel
we
Bear
we
Sports.
climbed that mountain, bro. We climbed that mountain. We reached the peak. We at the summit. And now that we're here at the summit, we as fans, it's easy for us to say, "Yo, just run it back." But again, we're not the ones that are behind the scenes doing all these things with all these moving parts that we just don't know.
And also to
So
my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, but also to your point, two shots. What you're talking about is also this is a new era of the NBA. This is a new era where the apron, the second apron, the third. This is where it really is the first time that you're really seeing affecting teams. They implemented a couple of years ago, and now if you go to past that second apron, you can't make certain trades, you can't make certain blockbuster moves, you
your
can't.
picks
You
get
know, if
frozen.
you're a repeat offender, not to mention luxury tax, so there's a lot of implications. And in order to be a champion and stay winning, and what got us here was flexibility. So if you look at what Leon Rose in the front office is doing right now with all those picks that they got, a whole bunch of second rounders, is flexibility is still king. So can we still get some of those needs of the players that we may or may not lose and get some at a cheap rate? Not it's a tough sell. We're doing what other teams should be doing instead of paying these super luxury taxes. New Knicks, the loss of Mitchell Robinson, should that be? Should we lose Mitch? Your thoughts on the Mitchell saga? Keep him? Do we go over the second apron? Fuck them luxury tax instead of fuck them picks. Fuck that tax. FTT. Fuck that
You know what?
tax.
You know what? That's the new one. Fuck that tax.
Fuck that tax.
Um, you know, Jalen Brunson said, "Fuck selfishness." A lot of other the players said, "Fuck selfishness," and took big, big historical pay cuts. Yeah, I mean that's never been done by any other player in the NBA,
Talk.
leaving that much on the to uh, leaving that much on the table to build a team. Yeah, I mean there's been a few other in history, but none as much as Jalen Brunson. So does it suck that James Dolan won't match the energy of the captain? As a lot of the
You
players
saying Dolan needs to
are willing.
sacrifice like the team? Dolan needs to sacrifice?
Uh, I mean, I mean,
10 weeks,
if he
Dolan.
really matched,
10 weeks.
I mean, well, listen, you got to look at reality. He's the owner of the fucking digital dome in fucking Vegas. Yeah, I mean, he's making money off of that. You're making money off of the championships. You're making money off of the viewing. Out of those 26 million views that has never been, yeah, I mean, that's never been done
since,
in
since
one
like
game.
'06, since like '06
No, it was 96 during the Jordan
or
game
'96.
versus Utah. Yeah, I mean, and so when the Knicks are doing historical shit like that, you would think, no matter what the financial suicide may be, but I think winning a second and third trophy, securing a dynasty with the foundational pieces, the Mount Rushmores of the 2026 championship. Yeah, I mean, you would like to at least see at least 10 of them back. Yeah, I mean, the top 10 should always come back. I want Mitch to get his bag. I'm never angry at him. Once a Nick, always a Nick. In that regard, because I know deep in his heart, Mitch definitely wants to stay. Uh, and yeah, it is what it is, bro.
Hey, so, so
I trust in the office. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say salute to the chat. Daniel Beresford says happy Sunday. Hello, chat. To your point, 4014 fan says if Mitch has to go, Leon Rose should not send him to the rival teams like he did with Obi Toppin to Indiana. Cat should take a pay cut, hopefully create a chance for him to stay on the Knicks.
It's not on Leon. He's a free agent. He can
Yes,
sign whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah. You're right, but listen, Mitch wants to stay. That is a fact. If it were up to Mitch and the chips were equal all across the board, Mitch is staying.
Hey, but
He has a brotherhood here.
and to that too,
But
they could be like, yo, Mitch wants 80, he wants 20 a year. That's gonna take us over 10 million over the apron. Cat, your extension is coming up. You said you'd be willing to take a low. He wants 80. We'd have to give you this in order to sign Mitch to go to keep us under that apron. Are you willing to do it? Cat will say, yeah. They pay him, and then they deal with Cat later. So it's possible.
I mean,
It's possible.
yeah, I mean, I would like to see the Knicks do what they did for Shumpert last year. You know what I mean? We had to let him go to resign. I mean, Schnauzer.
Yeah, wave him to resign him.
We have to let him, didn't we have to let him go and then re-sign him? So
Yeah,
if
but
we could do anything in those.
Mitch is different though. Mitch is a free agent right now, and yeah, he's basically waived. He's basically waived. He's basically waived.
Yeah.
And it's up. I mean, there's teams out there that are gonna be like, yo, 4 years, $100 million. Start, especially the Lakers. The Lakers are thirsty. Lakers are
Yeah, and
thirsty.
Doncic is beasting for a center.
And not only that, but
Yes.
Brooklyn
I
too.
mean, if
Don't sleep on
no,
Brooklyn.
number one, listen, number one, Mitch has to go. Mitch has to go. Let him get his bag. I have faith in the front office. There has never been a move where we have let go of a piece that the fans love. You know what I mean, and never put them first of all in a right situation for them to elevate their game and put them in a winning position. You can see it, with Hartenstein, with all the other players. They put them basically in a place where they wanted to be, where they could start and do their thing. So shout out to Mitch. He's always gonna be the big anchor over here at the TOF. Uh, he's always gonna have red carpet and velvet ropes. Whenever he lands in New York City, that's a fact. And that, like we said in the chat, we had a chat the other day. That could have been a podcast, but like you said, my brother brought up the point that what he did is made history and is something that can't be erased. Yeah, I mean, as much as we want him back, he made his history and let him get his bag.
He's cemented in stone, bro.
But
He's
yeah,
a
well,
legend.
once you heard Dolan say that, shocking to say, yeah, that was everybody's first thought was Mitch is gone. So
And listen, in that Dolan thing, this is how I took it. I'm hearing Dolan say that, and there's not no slight to this anybody, any of the players. But like, I'm not gonna. He was basically saying, I'm not going over it. Now I don't think he said, I'm not gonna go over it. Like he wouldn't, but unless he feels like this team is all in, like if there was a Walker Kessler, a young 24-year-old, so you know what I mean, like someone that you got locked in for the future, then at that point you go over it for the next couple of years. But being that that's not out there, you might be able to trade Mitchell, or if Mitchell Robinson goes to New Orleans, do they do a sign and trade? Maybe do we get one of their players? Maybe Eve Messi. If you go to New Orleans, do you get Diabate in Charlotte? Those are southern country areas closer to where he lives in Tennessee. So maybe do any of those teams play a little bit of ball if they want him, and maybe we get a cheaper player if they waive someone else. Which, by the way, Jonathan Isaac was waived by the by the Orlando Magic. He was waived. Jonathan Isaac.
But he's not a center,
He's
right? He's a
seven
power
feet.
forward.
He's 7 feet 1, man.
Oh,
He's
I
seven
don't
feet.
know
okay.
who the fuck that is. If they don't play for the Knicks, I don't know who the fuck they are.
He's a Magic. He was the black Kristaps Porzingis, but just like Kristaps, he was always injured.
Bones injured. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
he was
got
always
you.
injured. That's the only reason you hear from him. But he was basically the black Porzingis. Which,
So
by the
this guy
way,
was always in.
well, yes, he is always injured. But by the way, we can go back and say that the Knicks won the Porzingis trade because we turned Porzingis to Randall, Randall to Cat. Just saying. So Knicks won that trade.
Y'all keeping tabs like that, bro? God damn.
Guys, that was a hell of a reach.
Hey, listen,
For real.
I'm a Knicks fan. Hey, we checked Porzingis, right? He forced a trade. We ended up getting Randall. Am I wrong? All right. We got Randall, got a couple picks. We
I
got rid
mean,
of Randall.
shit,
We used
brother.
Randall to get Cat, and now we winning. Now we won a chip. So thank you, Porzingis. Go fuck yourself, Tingus Pingus.
Well, we do have a flawless front office, so it's not that hard for them.
But listen. The beautiful thing about this up and coming season is that we no longer wear the heaviest jersey in the league. And that was something that we held for years. Yo, you gotta come here. Yo, you gotta save us. Yo, this is that. It's none of that. It's yo. We the ones. You need to come to us.
Well, now,
You get
Oh,
me?
no,
That's a lot of pressure off somebody's shoulders.
for the most part. I mean,
listen,
it's still there.
The jersey is still
Yo, if you ever catch me spazzing on a regular season game, I want you to smack the shit out of me.
Listen,
Yeah,
not for
listen.
nothing, but I expect you to spaz out on the regular season game.
That's what after the first 3 game losing streak. Yo, fire everybody. What the fuck?
Well, I mean,
Brown.
we have. Hey, chill. That's my coach. Don't talk about my coach like that.
Oh shit!
Hold
Oh,
on.
Super
What's the
Brown.
time? What's the time, the day, and
Super
everything?
Brown.
Yo, Machete, come on, please.
Yo, just respect the man. The
Super
man
Brown.
wants,
Super Brown. Super Brown.
Super Brown.
Gooch. We talking about Gooch?
Nah, he got Super Brown.
Nah,
He got promoted. He got promoted over that.
That nigga Super Brown, boy, you just shitting on niggas. Be all. No, these coaches can't fuck with our coach. Listen, shout out to the open mindedness of him, collaborating, with his staff. That's what makes him a great coach.
Hey, this is AI. This is AI. They stole him. They got my brother. Conspiracy theory. Hey, they got him. They got him. Go check out my brother.
Motherfucking eye.
Yo,
Motherfucking eye. What's up, Robbie?
This is AI. Somebody's playing with me, yo. This has got to be AI.
Machete. How you feel right now, bro? How you feel right now?
I feel fucking redeemed, bro. Yo, my nigga's a bigger man than I fucking thought, bro. I always knew that.
Salute, y'all. Salute.
Listen,
He's just being stubborn. I know my cousin. He's a Taurus, bro. He's a Taurus, bro. And I'm an Aries, so we always go head to head. Pause.
hey, listen,
Yo. Yo.
what he said?
What did he say?
He said, "You always go head to head." What?
Balls, yo. Balls on that. Yo, son.
I said you're a Taurus and I'm an Aries, bro.
Yo,
Super Brown.
Listen, there's not a lot of coaches in of his caliber that would take.
What is happening?
I'm saying there's not a lot of coaches of his caliber, that'll take a shut the fuck up from Rick Brunson. That'll take a cat barking at him and say, "Yo, that's not what I want to do. I need to do this."
Yo, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is
Yo,
this?
you know what happened?
Hey, I'm
You know what
telling
happened?
Chat GPT, somebody check. They done got my brother. They done
No.
got him.
I'm gonna tell
They
you.
done got
I'm gonna tell
him.
you real quick. I'm gonna tell you what happened real quick. All right. Yesterday there was or the day before there was a 7.9 earthquake that hit Venezuela.
Salute to all the people out there injured.
Shout out to Venezuela. Hopefully everybody's safe and whatever. Prayers to you guys.
And the
But that
Philippines.
fucking earthquake is affecting my man's here in Orlando or Miami, wherever you at.
Yeah, that boy
Yo, nah, but
quick at my brother's burn.
man, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well,
But
you were giving Mike Brown props.
You were
You
giving
saying
Gucci's props.
Okay, yo, okay, that's what I was. Look, all jokes aside, everybody knows I hate Brown, but he did his job.
You
Salute,
hated. You
respect.
hated. You are
I
now.
hated it. Yeah,
Hey,
but now
hey, hey, hold on, hold on, hold on. Everybody in with me. Everybody in with me. Who let the dogs out? Who?
Nah, see, you
Now
see,
you fucked it
that's
up.
the,
Now you-
that's the kind of shit. Listen,
you got him.
listen. I hope Machete's listening, right?
He's listening.
Because because of the fact is everything that I've been saying all year
Here we go.
about Mike and the players is 1,000% accurate. In every interview, everything when spoken to Mike Brown, when I forgot they were all on fucking it was a daytime show, and they were like, who want to say something good about Mike Brown, bro? The all five of them stood quiet, and they were like, you gonna say nothing? Cause they all have nothing nice to say about the nigga. Like, I'm just telling you what they experienced. Like they like, oh, y'all like what the
You
what
switch.
he and they were all silent.
Oh,
When Jay
all right.
Brunson they like, yo,
All
the
right,
who
let's
let
go.
the dog.
He's switching on. He's switching on. You was just loving him. Now you switching on him. Let's
No,
go.
no, no,
Listen, listen, listen.
Hold on.
He has his cringe moments. You know what I'm saying? He's like the old head
He,
that you know what I'm saying.
he goes back
But
and
you know what
forth.
I mean, yeah, he got the
no,
job done. You feel me? Like that's it. That's
no,
what it is.
and all respects due.
All right.
But everything that I've been
All right. Here
saying,
we go.
we heard from the players. We just won a championship. A lot of these, and they went on 98
All right. Let's
interviews.
stay on
If
track. Don't make this a 2 hour pot.
98
Don't make it 3 hours.
when watching on 98 interviews
All
and they
right.
talk about Mike Brown and this and that, they're like,
All right.
I mean, basically saying that they were the one that
All right.
won the
Well, you
chip.
heard 2 minutes ago he was just loving the
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
So
yeah,
right
yeah.
now he's going on a bipolar episode right now. Good.
Right. He was praising Brown not too long ago, so we're gonna keep it at
So
that.
let's go. So let's say the case scenario, Mitchell Robinson, which more than
Let's
likely.
get. Let's say what? Let's say what?
So let's say, I mean, apparently the scenario is that Mitchell Robinson
Yeah, look, are you drunk? You must be drunk.
I said let's just say that he doesn't stay, right? So he's not gonna be around. He leaves. Unfortunate. He leaves. He gets a bag. Do you think you get someone in the market? Do you think we trade looking for someone? Is there someone the messy, someone out there that you get, or do you try to run with Porty and run with the guys that you have? Is there something that you guys can use who you have, or do you go for somebody? Because
I mean,
there's only two people that I can
if
see that we can get. Like,
Who you got?
and
What two?
it's none of the people that these guys said. I think I heard Ross say about Eve Messi. I like that because it's New Orleans. Makes sense that he's from New Orleans. You trade him to New
I don't
Orleans.
know who that is.
Who I
Whatever.
think in the value, the range, the money, veteran, either Clint Capella. He's right around $8 million. I don't like again. I'm not. Listen, you have to. First of all, let's think about
how old is he?
Hold
How
on.
old is he?
Hold on.
What's the
Hold
second
on.
one?
Hold
What's the
on.
second
Let
one?
me say the criteria first, because this is where people start getting crazy. We're looking
No,
for
no, no,
a.
we get the criteria, the
No, my
money,
brother don't get
the
it. My
age,
brother
blah blah
doesn't
blah.
get it. My brother gets already. He's like, anyway, he's about 30 years old. I think he's 30. He makes about $8 million. He's right in that money range, veteran minimum. Clint Capella, the other person who I mentioned before in the show, who is a little bit older, but I really like it. I think he fits all the things that we need.
You say
Defense,
Dwight Howard, I'm
Brooke
fucking throwing this.
Lopez. Brooke Lopez. Brooke Lopez from the Los Angeles Clippers. He's making $8 million right now. He's a stretch big who plays phenomenal defense still right now. Even at 34, 37, whatever he is, he's still top 10 in defense as a
I rock
center.
with that one way more.
He can rebound, he can stretch, he can shoot, he can hit free throws. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
he can defend.
Don't don't talk to me about Capella. No disrespect, but
I
between
mean,
the two, Lopez has hands down.
for veterans, like this is Brook Lopez is a winner. Again, I said it before. Brook Lopez is a winner. He's older, yes, but you're putting him in a role where he's not gonna have to do.
Bench. We're talking about a bench piece.
Brook Lopez is
Our bench,
bench. Brook,
our bench piece is 20 years old. They're gonna run up and down the court. We can't have fucking old ass rotten potatoes running up and down the court with our youth. I'm sorry.
in the playoffs, did you see running or did you see half court defense? Did you see a half court game in the playoffs or did you see running up and down?
Nigga,
I saw half court I saw a half court game. Again, you in the season you want to run, Porty, run your young ass off. Go run, figure shit out, learn. When you need games won, you bring in Brook Lopez. You need those good solid 12 minutes, you bring in Brook Lopez. That's the saying. Someone who's won it before, someone who's been in the league forever, who knows every defense, who knows every player, who can help you. I'm just saying, for the money, under the second apron, he's the most highly skilled person you can get right now in that value. In that value, someone who's won before, someone who's played defense, someone who can shoot threes, someone you're not gonna need him to rebound like Mitch. That's where you leave Cat and Josh and let them run around, and then you let him. And again, he's bench. He's bench anyway, so he's not. You know what I mean? You let you let Mo Diawara run, you let Sohan run, you let Jose run, and you let Brook Lopez trail. And guess what he's gonna do when he's trailing? Hit a three.
Wah wah wah. No, sorry, that nigga getting cooked.
Cook where?
Listen,
He's top
with
10 in
with every
defense.
On the barbecue grill, on the stove, in the oven, under some rocks. That he's getting
You
cooked
crazy.
every shape, way, and form.
He's
listen, we gotta see what's available though. We gotta look at the market.
I just checked the market. I checked the market.
I'd rather stay with Hug Party.
I went through every team in 30 teams. And listen, you're going to see the names that you're seeing people mention.
Okay, but what about like waiver wire, unsigned free agents, unsigned rookies or whatever
I just said it.
overseas?
Josh,
Yeah,
who
exactly.
overseas? Who?
They'll find somebody. You don't know the front office. They probably got some nigga from fucking Zongonia. I don't know.
And even those they're not going to be top 10 in defense like Brook Lopez. Even there, they're not going to be shooting 40% from three like Brook Lopez. Even there, they're not going to have NBA experience with NBA.
If they're 11 feet tall, what can you say?
Listen, at this point, is he willing to take a vet min?
He's on a vet min right now. He's on a vet min right now.
No, but you said eight. You said eight, so I'm talking like 2 mil.
Well, I mean, whatever the vet minimum for his age would still factor into the second apron. You know what I mean? Like, based off how many years he's been.
Shit. Okay.
It's based on how many years he's been in the league as a veteran. 10 years, they get certain amount.
I hear you.
So whatever that minimum is, we can give him that. You know what I mean? And it'll still be under that apron or whatever that number is. Nonetheless, I'm saying he's in that low money tier that you're going to get for someone with crazy experience. He's got over 12 years experience in the NBA. He's an NBA champion. He stretches the floor, and he's a great defender. I'm just saying, for the money, that's the best bang for your buck, in my opinion. Everybody out there, you're going to get people who might do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people that you've heard their name. You know what I'm saying? Even the dude from Robert Williams III, who's always injured, who's basically. But that's what I'm saying. That's what you're talking about. A Blazer.
You don't want to go from one injury prone player to another, bro.
You. And you babysit him the whole year to see if he makes something and he's not gonna impact. Hey, salute to Just Knicks. Just Knicks says Mitch got one strong rebound in the finals and did nothing else. Stop it. He barely played key minutes. Hook Porty couldn't potentially be better for us.
That's wild right there, brother.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that one motherfucking rebound, we'd be looking at another loss.
You can't even say that. You can't even say that because there's so many plays that he changes just with his height alone. Like people got to readjust. Like you come into the paint and you got to dish out because you see him. You know what I'm saying?
It is Saucy Sunday. The nigga might be saucy.
You might. Salute to Just
Hold
Knicks.
on, let me try.
You might
Just
be,
Knicks.
You might be
Just
saucy.
Knicks.
Go ahead.
Are you saucy? Are you smoking? What you doing? Because I got a Heineken, but I ain't that fucked up. Like,
Mm.
either way,
That
listen.
listen, we could say goodbye to a player if that's the way to do it without this, because I mean Mitch has done a lot. Mitch has saved, especially in this playoff run. Not only the dunk from Embiid. There's been plenty of games and a lot of things that don't fill the box scores or the stats,
Mm.
that the intangibles that he does, winning plays, and that's what I was saying earlier. He does help everybody else when they miss their assignments, and our players miss some assignments. Our
A
players are
lot of times.
known for missing an assignment or two, and Mitchell Robinson there to clean it up. There's been many times in those runs that you saw that we came back to 20 plus. We came back from being under 21 is because we had extra shots. We had extra
Mm-hmm.
attempts to make another three after missing a layup or whatever it was, and it was Mitchell Robinson getting the offensive rebound and giving us
Or
that
tipping
other
it out.
attempt or a tip out or something or another attempt or in that three defensive stops to get those runs going. He was a huge factor in those. And he was so
Listen.
impactful. He was so impactful. Hold up, my bad. He was so impactful that they had to use Hackamich. If using Hackamich, it's because this person is impacting the game so much that you have to get him out the game in whatever means possible. And they had to implore Hackamich. So just when they were doing Hack and Shaq was dominating so bad, there was nothing you could do to stop Shaq
Hey,
except Hack Shaq. Which
That's
is
that's an amazing point.
let me tell you one thing. Just Knicks. When Mitch injured his hand, one thing I know for sure that's a fact that you was shook as fuck if Mitch wasn't in this series. You better know that he changed the whole outcome of this whole series. He fucking manned up, played with a broken hand. Like, yo, show that man some respect, bro. He's the big anchor for like the longest tenure Nick. Why do you think he survived so long?
and
Why do you think he's the only why do you think that he's the only let's bring out some facts. The only Knicks the only Nick that was drafted as a rookie stayed on the team and won a fucking chip. That is a historical fact.
And he got
No other Nick has ever done that ever.
and he re-signed twice.
let me read.
And and
Let me read
and he
his
took some
responses. Let me read it. So, Just Knicks also says Mitch has done a lot. The man played 9 seasons as a Knick and never made the NBA All Star team.
Jesus Christ.
Listen. You're taking shots, and listen. That's part of the narrative, Just Nick. So I'll let you. Yes, that an actual fact. Yes, that's an actual fact. But now, if you want to start peeling back the onion, and which most Knicks fans do when they start going back and stating something, but don't really want to look at what happened. Did you remember the teams that we were on, the 17 and 73? You're not gonna get a selection, even though you were averaging 3 blocks a game in your rookie season. And an atrocious team who he should have won NBA. He should have been all defensive team when he was getting 3 blocks per game when you had Kevin Knox, you had Cle Anthony early.
Yeah,
You had,
bro.
you know what I'm saying? Like you had these people that, you know what I'm saying? You had people that were struggling that he was just,
Frank Ntilikina.
listen.
You want to take it out?
So
You want to take it back?
So there's years that he didn't win it. Now, could he have been selected? The years that he got injured, he should have been selected. And yes, the state that he didn't win a defensive team, but does he impact winning? Did he impact for us? Yes. Was he a defensive menace for the Knicks? Yes. Does he have to be recognized by the NBA for us to know that he's a winner? No. We knew it, and that proved because he won the chip. Everything that he's done from the extra rebounds, and it's going to show when you see these other teams throw the bag at him, you're going to say, wonder why. And then he's going to go to that team, and even with 40 games on whatever team he goes to, you're going to see them in the playoffs. I'll tell you that right now. Whatever team he goes to is going to be in the playoffs, and that's going to let you know he's a playoff piece.
I hope and pray he doesn't go to the Lakers. Because if he goes to the Lakers, he's gonna be an all-star. Doncic is gonna feed that man like he's never been fed before.
And Just Nick
It's
says
gonna be scary.
defensive team. Yes, and I heard you defend. I didn't mean all star. Yeah, now with your defensive, and I'm not saying that we overvalue Mitch, for the Knicks, if I think you're undervaluing Mitch. In my opinion, you're saying we're overvaluing him. I think you're undervaluing. If you look at what it took for us to win, if you were watching these series from every series we went to from Atlanta, because he was a monster in Atlanta. He was battling
Oh,
four,
yes.
five, six, 10 players by himself,
Hmm.
and they were hacking him, and he was dominating out a whole bunch of forwards, the biggest forwards in the NBA. And each series, he elevated his game. Whether it's limited minutes, he dominated Embiid. He dominated the Cleveland series. You go down these series and look at how he impacted that. If he didn't play these games, we don't win. We're not in the second round. We're not in the second
Hey,
round
hey,
without Mitch. So we
hey,
have to
how
be
many
honest with that.
centers you know? How many centers do you know that can defend 5 through 1? Because Mitch can defend guards.
Yeah.
What other center in the NBA that you know that could do that?
I can
You know
only
what I mean?
think of one, and that's French fry.
I mean that's
And even
considering the
then, he's
fact
not
that
good because Brunson cooked him.
Brunson cooked the shit out that boy. You heard? But
But yeah, yeah.
He's saying you guys will see, watch. I can't wait for you. Can't take him off the court if he doesn't hit free throws. Listen, what you're saying are valuable points about him, but that still doesn't impact him winning the game. You're comparing him to what you want him other centers to do. Look, he can't hit a free throw for shit. You're right. He's the number one worst NBA free throw shooter in the history of the
In
NBA.
history,
But guess what? He's the worst free throw shooting center in the history of the NBA with a
they
championship
got a
ring.
ring.
With a
They got a
championship ring. Finish the statement. Finish the
yeah.
statement about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got a ring. He was leading the NBA. He was leading the playoffs in offensive rebounds. So
That's the thing, man. Analytics and all that. I'm sorry to cut you off,
no,
but
no, that's
analytics
keep going. That's the point.
is great and all that to a certain extent, man. You gotta watch the games. Like this is why they say analytics and eye test, because he passes the eye test. He might not pass the analytical test, but the eye test is there, and maybe you don't see the eye test, or I don't know, maybe you don't want to see it, but it's there, brother. Like the impact is there.
Hey, salute to Chris Connors in the building. Salute to you. He said, salute to the guys. Salute to the chat. Everybody out here. Appreciate you guys. He said, guys locked down in several positions. OG be locking down. He said, OG be locking down. Listen, OG is a menace. That's why Mitch is that important. Because once you got past Bridges and OG, which was already tough, there's some players that did it. But when you did happen to get past Bridges or OG, guess who was there to say, nah, not here? Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson. When you got past those two menaces, then you see Mitch, and then it's usually like, oh shit, I picked up the dribble, let me throw it back out. There's not many centers that can make people change their mind about what they're doing.
listen, we drafted a young nigga who was 18, 19 years old and has been doing historical shit every year he's been with us. So, listen,
Hey, salute to Mitch
say
though.
what
It
you
is, it
want,
is what it is.
say what you want, but that motherfucker is a champion. So, suck my dick.
Suck my dick. And you can say what you want, but just call him a champ. And listen, whatever happens, he's a champion wherever he goes. Let him get the bag. I think it's gonna be. You're gonna see, and I'm gonna tell you right this, just Knicks. If Mitchell Robinson leaves, that's gonna be. And I'll tell. Look, I'm gonna tell her early because no podcast gonna say it, and then they're gonna make all this other clickbait about it, all this other shit. If Mitchell Robinson leaves, it's gonna take at least 20 games for the Knicks to figure out how they're gonna play the rest of the year without Mitchell Robinson, because they rely on him and it's helped so much that you're gonna see you're gonna notice in the beginning of the year how much shit he makes up for other players. And yes, Mitchell Robinson is the worst free throw shooter in the history of the entire NBA. That's a fact. Chris Conley was
Yeah,
like,
but
wait,
he
worse than
cleans up.
Shaq? Yes.
He cleans up a lot of mental errors, man. A lot of mental errors. Listen, I love Josh Hart. I love Cat. They brought me a chip. but they sometimes just be falling asleep on defense. And
Sometimes.
how many times do we call it with the backdoor cuts? When once that backdoor cut starts happening, who's the only person that's gonna be able to clean it up?
Mitch.
That's Mitch. And if you don't have Mitch, you have Hook. That's I'm Hook high. Don't get me wrong, but Hook doesn't have the experience that Mitch does.
He's
Hook
handsy.
likes to jump. He likes to jump. Exactly. He likes to jump on pump fakes. You know how many times he's gonna be in foul trouble? How many times he's gonna foul out? Like again, I love Hook. I'm Hook Hive, but I don't think he's ready. And you just can't replace what Mitch brought. It's just plain and simple.
That's what I
That's
said.
it.
That's what I said. You can't replace it, which is why I said a Brook Lopez would work because you have a veteran with experience who's a good defender and knows defenses. So that's why I think in that position you must get a veteran who's been around the block and knows defenses. You can't
Who's
have
not gonna bite on fakes?
you can't have these. And listen, the reality is Hook Porter's gonna get crazy burned, which is good. And I'm gonna tell you guys now, it's gonna take a minute. 20, 25 games next year. I'm saying it
Yeah.
early. 20 to 25 games for this team to adjust. People gonna come next year. We're winning
We're gonna have
71
headaches.
games. We're winning.
We're gonna have headaches.
We're 80-0. And if no Mitch is around, it's gonna take a little bit for this team to figure out. You got to divide that workload by 4 other people, 5 other people. You know what I mean? Mo Diawara got to defend. Mo Diawara got. Sohan got to figure. Like it's gonna be divided amongst other players,
Everybody gotta step up.
unless
Yeah.
you get Brook Lopez. Wait, your
Yeah,
mic.
yeah, I think Machete wanted to say
Yeah,
something.
Machete, you were saying. Oh, New Knicks, your mic.
Yeah, when I started five.
Your
Yeah.
mic is far away. Where's your mic? Where's that little mic you had?
Oh, sorry. You can hear me now?
Now, thank
My
you.
bad.
Don't you gotta
Okay. Yeah, I gotta hold the mic. No,
Man, I'm
what I was.
driving. I mean, okay, look, as far as the Mitch Rob
Let
thing,
him
man, it's
go.
like I said, it's still too early to tell. We haven't heard anything. We haven't heard any offers. Everybody's using the man. They can just barter, Knicks for clicks. And for me right now, I'm until I see it with my own eyes, I'm not gonna go with all everybody's speculation. I understand that we can't re-sign him for at least 15 mil. Would be reasonable. No, it's not gonna happen. We gotta have to accept that. Maybe we'll send him somewhere where we'll get a New Orleans. The only thing I see feasible is that center. We make a trade for the center. But even if we do trade for like the center they got over there and send him to New Orleans, where he would be happy at home, we will still have to whatever we send out. We will still have to bring back in the same, right?
Less.
So if we're
You
sending,
gotta take back less.
I
No,
thought it was like if we send out, we gotta bring him back in the same.
Less. You gotta take less. You
no, we
can't take.
gotta we gotta bring back less because we're in the second apron.
You can't bring back more than what you send out.
Send them back. So maybe we'll trade them for the center that they have, and some trade.
That's what I said. That's what Raw was saying, which makes sense. Like Messi, or unless you take him to Charlotte, where you get Diamante, the young skinny cat with
I
the
I'd
dread.
rather him. I'd rather
I
him.
like him, but whether he goes to Charlotte, Charlotte's rebuilding right now. Could they use a young defensive center with Knipple who's shooting? You know what I mean? So there's different shit out there. All that to say that there's teams that are gonna
I
offer him
feel
money.
I just feel like whatever we do, if we lose Mitch, for no matter whatever reason, we're really losing a lot of value. I mean, we're losing even though we don't a guy that we don't play all the time, but who's such an important rebounder and impact, and he's our enforcer. Mitch Roberts. Not only that, he's the enforcer on our squad. Nobody on the squad is the enforcer like Mitch Roberts. So we're also losing that. So we need to try. It's gonna seem impossible. But I mean, it's like two shot sets. I just don't see anyone who can replace as injury prone as he is. And if we throw and shit, we might Brown found a way around that. Even with the free throw shit that he can't. At the end of the 2 minute marker,
And to
we
just,
will. So we'll find ways to do it.
I
Bring him
mean,
back healthy.
To just Nick's point and Chris Connor says, seeing how they pass out all the bigs in recent drafts seems like they feel comfortable and content with rocking out with the bigs they have already around now. So could there be? That's another question too. So if Mitch is, did they see enough on Hook Porty? Has they seen enough on Hook Porty and maybe Jameson, who we've had before, who was a serviceable big? He was serviceable. He's played.
What do you
I
play like
didn't
two
say
games?
Jameson's
Say,
gone.
He played like 2 games, bro.
he's played in the NBA before. He played in the Lakers. I've seen him. He's serviceable. Remember, this is
Oh,
serviceable.
bro.
Can he fill a role? Because remember, Mitchell played 40
Houston's
games for
gone,
us.
bro.
Can
We
these
need
No.
can these players give the
Are we
stats
are
that
we
Mitch
are we
did?
talking are we talking about serviceable to make the playoffs? Are we talking about serviceable to win 50 games? What are we talking about here?
Can
Or are we talking about repeating champions? Like you're talking to me about Jameson? Come on, dog. Like let's be real. Listen, as
listen?
much as I love Mitch, like I said, if he wants to get paid, I'm not mad at him. Get the bag, brother. Do what you got to do. But if we can't bring him back, I'm gonna need somebody like you said, like Lopez. I'm gonna
Right,
need somebody. I'm gonna need somebody with some type of NBA experience. You can't be talking to
exactly.
me about a third string player that played maybe 5 games last year, and then the games that he played were garbage minutes. Like, what are we talking about?
All right, gentlemen. Let me say something. You guys been rambling on about some bullshit. Let me put it to you first like this. Number one, chemistry is very hard to replace. So with getting a new player, introducing a new player at any point of the lineup, it's a chemistry rebuild. That's something the front office is very strong and values very strongly. So with that being said, seeing that they did not go after a center in the draft, or maybe they do have something tied up or lined up to that thing. But with the front office, we can't be shocked at what they do. But I'm gonna agree that I don't think they're looking for something outside of our realm. I think they're looking at our own farm and seeing what we could bring up from what we have. Because chemistry is definitely something important, and if you have a good farming system like we've built the last 4 or 5 years, we're building up, getting good young rookies, bringing them in, raising them right, and drilling all these things into their head. I think you look into your own system and you just step everybody up. Like I'd rather have Hook 40. Hook 40 knows the team. The team knows Hook 40. Um, it's nothing new that he has to learn. He knows what is expected of him. He knows that now Mitch is gone. He's going to have to elevate to another level, which is not that hard to do. Yeah, I mean, the Knicks jersey is still a heavy jersey to wear, but at the same time, everybody on staff, everybody that we pick, everybody that's drafted, everybody that is a free agent or we sign in, falls into the category of how our starters are. They're blue collar, hard workers, high IQ, and hustling. So whoever they get is gonna have to fall in line with everything we got going on. But so my point is, I think the front office is very strong on connectivity, unity, brotherhood. You know what I mean? And uh,
It, it,
I think they stay. Sorry, I think they stay. I think they stay put. You know what I mean? And deal with our own system.
so that means you're staying with Hook Porty and Jemison. See what they got for you. Which I think that's what Chris Connors was saying. Hell, not just cover until mid-season and see what prize loose in the mid-season trade deadline. See what happens if somebody breaks loose.
See who's ring chasing. That's what I'm saying. You got to play the field.
So that was to the question that I was saying. So do you think the Knicks feel confident on what they have, that they've already seen what we've grown? So there's a point that raise your talent, right? You've been saying this for a while. Two shots, and we got the young kids. We train them, we coach them, we bring them up. At what time do you let the pups out the kennel? At what time does do these do the puppies? Do you put them ready to play? So is Hook Porter ready to
let's say
play? Is these other players we have ready to play, ready to step up? Can you say, you know what, we're going to cut for Mitch, and although it's going to be a great big loss, we have to see if these other guys can start stepping in this new role and figuring it out
let,
heading
let's
into a
well,
middle year. Go ahead.
sorry, just closing off on this topic. I think holy shit, I just fucking had a brain fart. Listen, I think that they're gonna go along with the system. Hook Porter's gonna step up, and yeah, I totally lost my train of thought.
Listen, go ahead. Two shots. You're gonna say something.
I was gonna ask because you mentioned the kid from Orlando. What was the other kid from Orlando? The center?
There's Goga Bataze. There's
No, the other one.
Mo
Bamba.
Mo Wagner, and
No,
then
no, no, Bamba,
Mo,
Bamba, right?
But
Bamba's been out.
he's
Bamba
talking about Mo Bamba.
Mo Bamba been gone. He's in the waiver wire.
Oh,
He's been in the waiver wire for a year. But Jonathan
so
Isaac,
wait, hold on. So he's not on the squad.
I don't think he's on it. I think he might be on Phoenix. I think he might be on
See,
Oh,
Phoenix.
I think what three shots is now reaching for is finding somebody that's not even in the realm that would, you know what I mean, like a
Trash.
Mo Bamba, somebody that, I mean,
I'm
not
just
trash, but somebody that's
Nah.
not around, probably lost out, non-drafted, and bring up a diamond in the rough,
Listen,
find a gem somewhere. You know what I mean? I think
trash to
that's where three
treasure.
shots
That's what I'm
going.
saying. That's what you guys are saying, which is what Leon Rose is looking at. He's gonna try to turn trash to treasure. Right now, his trash, which was Mitch, and I'm saying that slightly as a phrase. Mitch is not trash, but I'm saying Mitch is now at treasure level, right? Other teams look at him as treasure, not trash anymore, right? So they're gonna try to covet that treasure and pay for that treasure. So Mitch is
Can
gonna
I
be
ask you a
gone.
question?
Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question? So is Mitch actually valued at as much as he wants, or is he valued closer to what we can offer him?
Who are you talking about, Mitch?
Is his value out there? I feel like his value in the market isn't as high as people are gonna
Well,
think
we're
it is
gonna
because
find out July
Well, I
1st.
mean,
We're gonna find
because
out
of
well,
July
his
I
1st.
I
mean,
think
I think that
listen,
he's gonna find out that he's not as valued as he think he is.
We'll
nah,
find out July
but Mike,
1st.
listen to what I'm gonna tell you. It's like my brother said, Luka Doncic. There's certain players that are looking for a fucking good center like Mitch, and when that team is hot and wanting and needing, yeah, I mean, you could dictate how much. You know what I mean? You make that move for it. You could sell Mitch for a high, maybe get some extra draft picks,
Sign
whatever,
and
some
trade,
money, whatever
maybe.
the case may be. Yeah, I mean, but yeah. So I don't know. But the point that I was gonna say, that I took a brain fart on. Listen, the Knicks in 2026, 27, the year upcoming, we're entering this season as defending champs.
mhm.
Our heads are held high. Just because Mitch is gone doesn't eliminate us from winning the chip. Not one
Yeah, we
so
know.
bit ever. Not even a little bit. Will Mitch be missed and
I want to say
off
that.
the roster? Yeah, I mean, but we're gonna have faith in the front office and whoever steps in to fill his shoes, he's gonna get the same support as Mitch got. Yeah, I mean, there's no gonna be deterring and shit from the fandom unless you're one of these eulogy Knicks.
Hey, but listen, what we're winning?
Listen, there shouldn't be any eulogy, Knicks. There shouldn't be
Not after
any of
this.
that, right? We should be riding high right now. We should be like, yo, we the best. You gotta come to us. So I don't want to hear no depressing shit. Even if we lose Mitch, which I hope we don't, but even if we do, like my man just said, we gonna be all right because we are the best. We Everybody is coming after us now. You know what I'm saying? And this season, we should all be fucking happy and kumbaya and all this stuff. Feel
I
me?
think we
Like
are. I think we
we,
are.
we shouldn't be we shouldn't be eulogy Knicks anymore. We need to put that to bed. We
Yeah.
should be like
It,
happy birthday Knicks or something. I don't know.
I think we are, but this is listen. It's hard. We just came from a championship. Pause. We just came from a championship.
That
We just came
shit
from.
went right over my
You know what
head
I'm
until
saying?
you
We
said
just came
it.
from a championship, and then right now we're talking about breaking up
Hey, hey, hey,
our
hey,
championship
hey,
team.
yo, check this
But
out. Check
that's
this out. Check this out. Let me say something, look, because really, if you think about it, right? Leon Rose is really the one holding the cards. It was we just. It's like Two Shots just says. We are the championships. Everybody's coming after us. So it's like if we had players that we wanted to trade away, just to make room or be under the cap or whatever the fuck. Mikael Bridges, whether it be him or Robertson, he can say, look, these guys are fucking winners. This guy did something for the kid. He's valued higher than it's like you understand what I'm saying? It's Leon Rose who's holding the deck of cards. He's holding the fucking flush. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because any player that he wants to get rid of is a higher value because these more shamming.
They're a champ because
We
they're a
should get
champ.
more value because this isn't just a
Of
regular
course.
fucking player.
Championship piece.
This is a player. He's a
yeah.
championship piece.
Yep.
And not only
You get
that,
me?
but we also gotta take into account the motherfuckers that want to win a ring, like ring chasing. They coming to us now. Like, yo, I need that ring. What you got for me? Oh, I got this 2 mil for you, real quick. Hold that. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So
That,
it's a give and take.
this is the first time that the NBA is experiencing this. How to adjust for the second apron. You know what I mean? This is something that's brand new to the league, and you could either go over like a lot of teams did last year and this year and overpay their players, and now they stuck in this super luxury tax, and they're desperate to get rid of people. And now is when you can take advantage of them. So by us operating smart, staying under the second apron, having flexibility, having all these picks, we're doing what we did 4 years ago, but now in a championship level, which is gonna be in a year from now, 2 years from now, they're gonna say we're being genius about it by being smart and reserving our roster space, which is a tough move overall, but nonetheless, I think we're going to get the players that we need to win. If you can't replace, to my brother's point, you're saying chemistry is the hottest commodity, especially for us, the type of thing chemistry. If you can't build chemistry, then what's the next best thing to chemistry is character. So you got to get players with character. That's why I keep saying Lopez, or people with a winning pedigree, like Two Shots was saying, maybe an older, veteran, experienced players that
Oh,
are
well,
win
bro.
chasing.
Time out. Excuse me. Which Lopez are we talking about? Brook
Brooke
Lopez?
Lopez.
Bro,
This
bro,
is just my
yeah.
opinion. The older one that won the
How,
championship.
how, how old is Brook
Probably
Lopez?
37 or
49,
34, 37.
49. He's
Good.
49 years old.
Well,
Or he's 37.
So
What is it?
I look. I was looking. I looked away. Let me go back to my
Because you
notes.
don't want to say he's 37 years old.
Hold on.
Bro, that
Let me see.
nigga's 47 or 49. One of the
So
two.
these are the people that I was saying, and yeah, and listen, he is old, and I agree with you. But guess what? We're talking about a backup center. We're talking about
God
Brooke
damn.
Lopez, who won a
I
championship.
like Brook Lopez, but what has he done in the last 10 years?
In the last 10 years, he's won a chip. He's still top 10 in defense. He's one of the
He
best
won a chip in
center.
the last 10 years? Or was
He
it 10
won
years
four
ago?
years ago.
Yeah.
He won it 4 years ago. 4 years ago.
was it with the
With
Bucks?
Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis. He won it with
Yeah,
Giannis.
that was like 22, maybe
And
21, 22.
and he was Brooke Lopez last year in the Clippers, that he was trash, and then all of a sudden he was a top 10 center last year. I'm saying, and he's
I don't know about last year, bro.
in the
Yeah,
Clippers.
so
But this is what the second apron does, man. This is why we haven't had a repeat champ in 8 years. You get me? Because you win it, and then you don't get rewarded for winning. And as a matter of fact, you get punished for winning because you can't even keep your squad.
So
So
we're making
this
tough
is what the league
decisions.
wanted.
This is making tough
Yeah,
decisions. This is
yeah.
this is the first. This is the year you're seeing it. That's why you don't see. That's why you haven't seen repeat NBA champs in the last 8 years for the
8
same
years.
But
exact
listen,
reason.
hey, I'm gonna say something that y'all niggas make me every time y'all keep running. When I gotta say something, I gotta say it because if not, I get into a brain fart. Listen, right now, I just like coming in with facts. Right now, you guys stay on the spaceship ship. Yeah, y'all could carry on. But right now, the Knicks set a bar and a formula that cannot be duplicated.
They trying.
It is going to be very hard. Listen, you cannot find three college winners and then bring them onto a team and then have them win a chip the way the Knicks did. The Knicks started something.
The shit before.
The Knicks are trendsetters. The Knicks are the ones in control for the next 4 years. Okay? The Knicks are in control for the next 4 years. For anybody to replicate what we just formulated, it is going to be very hard to replicate and for people to find to do. Um, with that being said, listen, the Knicks are coming in. I don't agree with my brother that it's going to take 20 something games that the Knicks are going to be. Listen, Jalen Brunson
Without
said it.
Mitch,
The guys have numerously said it on plenty of interviews, post interviews, games. They're tired of the slow starts, and I doubt they're going to come in pussyfooting around to figure out what the fuck we just did. We're
slow
going to carry
slow
on.
starts is different than
We're
not
gonna
having Mitchell
carry.
Robinson.
We are going to
That's
carry,
two different
bro.
things.
The
That's two
Mitch,
different things.
Mitch was coming off the bench. Shamit was coming off the bench. It
Defensively,
does,
the rebounds.
Yo, Shamit had a lot of key threes in the playoffs, brother.
And guess who
oh,
You
was
can't,
giving
oh,
them
you
them
can't,
that,
rebounds? Guess who was giving them
you
them
can't,
rebounds?
you can't
that.
downplay all those heroic threes he had in the corner.
Oh,
You can't.
okay, but my guy, we have a nigga called JC, right? Jordan Clarkson. He could do the same
He
shit
might
Shamit
be
could do.
here. He
He didn't show
Shamit,
up. He didn't
bro,
show up.
Shamit,
He was given
because
the chance. He didn't show up.
bro, my nigga, he's gonna have all off season. What do you think he's working on? What do you think they were benching him because of his defensive prowess? But now he's playing a lot more defense. That's what led him to get a few minutes here and there.
You just said
But
it. You just said it, brother. He got
at the end,
benched because he
well,
didn't produce.
let's
yeah,
talk about that. So
at the end
let's
of the day,
the
I,
is he staying? Is he staying? Jordan Clarkson.
I don't. I mean, respectfully, I don't want
not,
him.
there's nothing we could think of. Yeah, I mean, because we don't know what the
Wait a
offense
minute.
could do.
Well,
Because of question.
Any
that's
number
what
of
we're
things.
talking about. We're here talking
Phil,
about it because
Phil,
y'all want to
Phil,
have a show before free
Phil.
agency. So
Hold
we're
on a
talking
second.
about before free
Hey,
agency.
Phil, let me ask you a question.
Respectfully, Jordan Clarkson can leave.
Yo,
New Knicks. I mean, Machete, go.
Yeah, Machete, go
I got
ahead.
a question. Who would you rather have, Jordan Clarkson or Landry Shamet?
Shannon, bro, not even close. Come on, man. What are we doing?
Yeah, of
He's
course you
younger.
keep chat.
He's way younger. He's
You,
like 28.
But,
He's not even
but
this
that
side of 30.
wasn't. But that wasn't like I didn't even mention nobody specifically. All I'm telling you is that the Knicks are not entering the next following year as champions, defending champions, and having a run like we had. Yeah, I mean the only thing that could stop the Knicks is the league and the refs and Vegas. That is the only thing that could stop the Knicks for the next 4 years. I'm here to tell you
Well,
that.
it's no the
If
next
it wasn't for the if
it's
it
the
wasn't for the
salary
refs
cap.
and the league,
The
if it
salary
wasn't
cap.
for the
The
if
s-
it was that too, okay, but if it wasn't for the refs and the league, yeah, I mean, we would have swept all the teams. Every
I
single
hear you.
fucking team would have been swept up.
yeah, but now that we
And
have an apron, we might
with
not
that
have
being
that same
said,
team. Now that we have an apron, we're not gonna
oh,
have
we're
that
talking about
team.
the. Oh, what do you do? So Josh Hart is leaving, Bridges leaving, OG's
But
leaving.
we're talking. Listen, we're
Bro,
talking about the
it's
apron
not
right
that.
now. You're
It's,
talking about shit
it's
that
not,
has nothing to do with what we.
bro, we're not losing five bench players, bro. At tops,
we're probably losing one at tops two.
No,
It's
man.
not gonna change that much of a fucking
You'll find
difference.
out July
What the
1st.
fuck are you shook about,
You,
my
it's
nigga?
not about shook.
We're winning.
You gotta talk money. You gotta talk money. You're not talking cap. You're talking
Bro, what do
wishful
you think? What do
thinking.
you think we got a fucking my nigga? That ain't for you to worry about. You don't run the books.
That's what the
We
show's
got
about.
niggas
My
in
guy, in case you
position.
didn't know, that's what the show's about. We worry about
Yes,
shit.
but we got niggas. But bro, we have a front office
Yeah.
that can handle
What?
all the schematics, all
And
the
the
logistics.
schematics is what we're talking about. That's exactly what this show is about. Welcome today to the
That's a
Organic
big
Fanatic
word.
Show, where we're doing the
Schematic.
schematics. We're doing the schematics today that my brother said. Fuck
Organic
Organic
schematics.
schematic.
Fuck
schematic.
them picks. Schematic picks.
Fuck them pigs.
Fuck them schematic picks. I'll
Nigga,
say
Listen, we need to do things
fuck that apron.
schematically.
analytically we're not losing Mitchell Robinson. Analytically,
Schematically,
Mitchell
we're
Robinson.
not losing.
Analytically, Mitchell Robinson's still gonna be on the team.
Analytically, the Cavs swept the Spurs in the finals.
Hey,
Analytically, we're gonna go above that apron.
hey,
Oh my god.
analytically, we're in the luxury tax right now, the super luxury tax. Anyway, for me, listen, I love Mitch. I think it's time for him to get paid. I think for the Knicks, it's going to be tough for them to justify giving a big salary to someone who played half the season. And this is just as a team. I'm not saying however we look at them. As a team, as a business, this is where they're looking at it like, can we give 80, 100 million to someone who played 40 games? Or if he played 80, would have been something different. And we had to manage his minutes. He couldn't play back to backs. He can't hit the free throws. As a team, this is how they're looking for it. I'm not, there's no whether he's great or not. That's how they're looking at it as a team. Can we get half of what he gave us with 80 games played out of Hook Porter and some free throw shots? And let's see if Hook Porter can figure it out throughout the season and find some kind of chemistry and rhythm. He's already been with the team. I think that's the gamble the team goes with. You keep a Hook Porty. You see what you can do, unless you can get one of these veterans low. However, being the fact that the Knicks are getting so many second picks, the fact that how they are operating now, considering how they've done in the beginning when they were originally planning big moves for later on, I've seen this movie before. This movie looks like they're trying to find someone that they really, really want, and that they're willing to go over the second and third apron for if they can get this player. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like we're making moves for a certain player that we really want, that they're willing to go over the apron. Could it be Walker Kessler? I think that could be it, in my opinion. If they can get a young guy center for the future, maybe, because he did turn down a 5-year, $140 million. He is a restricted free agent, so you don't have to give up anything, but just give him money, and then
You're
you can go over
gonna
the apron. Just saying.
wait a minute. He's restricted.
He's a restricted agent, but he declined Utah's 5-year, $140 million. He could want more, but he's a
Okay, so
rebound.
if he declined it, doesn't that make him an unrestricted free agent?
I think it's restricted still. I think they can still have a chance to match. They have a chance to match.
Hey,
so he's still restricted.
John,
A team could say, "Yo, we want to give him $200 million," and they could still match it, or then they could say, "Fuck that, I'm not matching." Then they lose him.
hey, I have inside information.
Okay,
Everybody paying attention?
go for it.
All right. I had a conversation this weekend from my insider.
Breaking news.
I heard that Wendy, after training with the monks last year, he flew in Becky Hammond to train him. You know what I mean? Emotionally, mentally, and physically. That's why, like,
So where we going with this?
if you look at Wemby's characteristics, the shit that he says in press conferences, that's all Becky Hammond.
Yo, this kid just
It's all her.
Listen,
She's been training him to say exaggerated, dumb
I'm
bullshit
trying to
after
keep you
fucking
guys on
losses.
trade deadlines and drafting and players.
I'm just letting you know
salary
where
cap,
where
and my
Wendy
brother's
where
gonna.
Wendy Where Wendy got his training from was Becky
We
Hammond.
call
The nigga soft like a bitch.
we calling
Fuck
him
Wendy.
Wendy, like Wendy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wendy. His
Oh
name is
my
Wendy.
god, that's fucking awesome. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
New
Yeah,
Knicks.
Wendy.
New Knicks.
Mhm.
Does Mitchell Robinson stay with the? Does he stay with the
Hell yeah.
Knicks?
I want to hear more about Wendy, bro. I don't know about you. I want a 4 for 4. You feel me?
Well, listen, Mitch is gone. As much as I hate to say it, Mitch is gone.
Two shots. Does Mitch stay or does he leave?
As much as it sucks to say, I think he's gone too.
Machetazo. Does Mitchell Robinson stay or does he leave?
That nigga's eating French fries.
He's
From Wendy's.
fries from
Yeah,
Wendy's.
from
Fragile.
Wendy's.
He's eating fragile fries.
He's eating fragile fries from Wendy's.
Wimpy fries.
Yo, yo, I can't deal with you guys, man.
Mitchell Robinson. I think Mitchell Robinson. First of all, if you're watching, we know you are watching anyway. Appreciate you. You've been the most appreciated Nick. 8 wonderful long years. You've been from the bottom to the top, Pauls, and all the years that you've been through with the Knicks. We at the TOF all love, respect you, appreciate you. 8 wonderful years from the 17-win season to a championship ring. We appreciate you, well deserved. We support you in whatever endeavor you do, but we definitely think you deserve your bag. You've taken 2 pay cuts for the Knicks. You've done it all for the Knicks. It's your time to shine. Get your paper, boy. We salute you, and if that bag comes, we tell you jump at that bag.
Hey, get that back for your fan,
Get
Well,
bro.
that
listen,
Get
bag.
that
listen.
fucking
Hold on.
nigga.
Don't even go
Back.
that far. You feel me?
Get
Listen,
that bag.
if he gets the bag, God bless. But what if he wants to stay?
We already know the answer. Michelle, we can't hear you.
Well, his legacy will live on. If he
I wasn't
stays,
welcome home.
he'll be a two. If Mitch stays, this is what I'll say. If Mitch stays, which is gonna happen regardless, but if Mitch stays, he'll be a two-time defending champion.
I'm with that.
Possibly three. Possibly three.
3P. Listen,
Dynasty. That's a fact. That's a fact.
we fuck with Mitch. In our hearts, we want Mitch to come back. Dolan, we hope that you was drunk. We hope that you was high. We hope that you.
We hope you change your mind or something. I don't
We
know.
hope you realize that the fan base wants Mitchell Robinson back. The fan base wants another run at this. The fan base believes in every player that was in that locker room this year. Whether it's Jordan Clarkson, whether it's Schnauzer, whether it's Mitchell Robinson, every player that ran it, we want to bring it. We want to bring it back. If at the TOF at least. At least for us, for sure, we want it to bring it back. Whatever it costs, we don't care. It's your paycheck. It's your checkbook. But we don't care anyway. So we're spending your money like we would spend our money. Spend
Listen,
that shit.
listen. You gonna make it back with the merch. Look at the merch. Look at the merch. You see it? You see it?
Okay, hey,
Right here. You see
hey,
the merch? You
hey,
gonna get it
hey.
back.
All right, check this out. I got an offer for James Dolan. James Dolan, sir, how you doing? Thank you for the championship. Thank you for bringing us a staff and a great team. Thank you for delivering a ring after 53 years. If you do bring Mitchell Robinson back, I know we'll win 3 rings. We can negotiate on going 50-50 partnership and transforming the name of the original Knicks to the new Knicks. And
What you got? What is that? What is that? Oh, the
the ring.
ring.
Yeah,
Is that the ring? Is that the actual ring?
no, that's not the actual ring. That's some shit that ChatGPT made up. But anyways,
Oh,
um,
shit, I'm
yeah.
about to buy that, bro. You should make that and sell it.
They
I'll
got
buy
it.
that shit.
That shit's on Temu right now, bro. Listen. So check it out. Well, what I was saying, yeah, Dolan, re-sign everybody on the staff. I have a special announcement. Special announcement to all TOF family out there. The City and Squad shop is officially open, but unofficially open. We have 3 lanes, 3 out of 5 lanes where we're setting up.
Bro,
So
just
we
send that
have
shit when
three.
we
We
have it
have
ready. When we have it ready, bro. Just come on, man.
yeah,
Put
we
them on
have.
later, bro.
All right,
Put them on
all
later.
right. So yeah, we'll just skip over it. Go ahead.
Well, when it's ready to launch out there. But you're saying to Dolan, so you think Dolan should cough up that checkbook? He should stop being a cheap ass. Is what you're saying? He needs to just pay for everybody.
Yeah, just pay it.
Show me the money. Two shots. Did he just open the checkbook up?
Absolutely, no question about it.
I am also would open the checkbook up. However, I am a realist, and I know that Mitchell Robinson's going to be gone. Unfortunately, I don't think that Jordan Clarkson's going to be here because he can get a bigger bag. Now, he's still drunk from the championship. He's still drunk right now. As we look, him and Jose Alvarado. Check your
Yeah, loco. Yo, put the drink down, bro.
tan tomado como yo, tan tomado. They drunk.
Yeah, loco.
Que te una jumeta, loco.
Tú tienes un home encima, loco.
Salute to the Knickerbockers. We say bring it back. I don't think it's happening. We're gonna find out. We got 2 days to free agency. July 1st is free agency, so we got 2 days before the free agency begins, and it's gonna be chaos then. So we'll see. We'll probably come back more than likely Friday. Either Friday 5 p.m. or Sunday again 5 p.m. and see what happens next week. See if next week we talk about new players that arrive with the Knicks. Do we use those players that we drafted as trade bait with some picks? We'll see. It's good. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Tyler Kolek. You talking about Deuce McBride. There's a lot of people that could be in play. So we shall see. It's going to be an interesting week. Hold on tight. Let's go Knicks. Championship Knicks. We got the championship podcast. Let's see who we get. Hopefully we keep our squad, but if not, we appreciate everybody. We love everybody who donned the blue and orange jersey and got us that chip. We appreciate you. We always forever legendary love. But we shall see what happens. 2 days to free agency. Final thoughts. New Knicks. Final thoughts for you, sir. Which your final thoughts is gonna cut everybody off anyway. So
I think it's been about what 2 weeks since the chip. Still smoking on that Wendy pack.
Wendy,
Uh, Smoking on that Wendy pack, and nah, we'll just see what the future holds. Have faith in the front office. Shout out to James Dolan because I know he's gonna do the right thing. And yeah, we here,
okay.
champ.
Machetazo, final thoughts for you, sir. Any final thoughts? Mitch saying, Mitch leaving, free agency, 2 days, walking your dog. All right, we'll come
He's
back
wrestling.
to.
He's wrestling a bit right now.
Okay, 2 shots. Your thoughts, final thoughts.
yeah, man. Once a Nick, always a Nick. Shout out to Lou Amundsen. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the no names
Damn,
and
Lou Robinson. God damn, you.
you know what I'm saying. No disrespect, but shout out to everybody. And Mitch, if you end up being one of them, I appreciate you and everything you've done for us. And when I say once a Nick, always a Nick, at least when it pertains to Mitch, I will actually mean it. Not when you bring up somebody like Lou Amundsen. So shout out to you, man.
Does Thibodeau still get that? Thibodeau still get once a nigga?
Listen, man. Once a Nick, always a Nick is about the players, okay? Not the staff. You hear me? Fuck
Hey,
podcast B or T or whatever the fuck,
he
ABC.
got he got in the ring.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. Listen, fuck him. It's
He
still
got in the
fuck
ring.
him. You hear me?
Come on,
It will
man.
always be fuck him.
Come on, guys. Damn, y'all
Nah,
gotta
listen,
listen.
in all seriousness, Thibodeau, wherever you at, if you do get a ring, once a Nick, always a Nick, and I appreciate you for what you did for us.
Salute to the championship Knicks team of the 2025-2026 team. Mitchell Robinson, Jose Alvarado, Jordan Clarkson, Landry Shamet, Tyler Kolek, Hook Porty, Dadier, whoever is on the bench.
Deuce McBride.
Deuce McBride.
Jameson.
Sure. Jameson. Everybody that's out there, all the bench players besides the starters, salute to you guys. You guys played a pivotal role, being ready, staying ready. Whatever happens, we appreciate the whole team. Whatever happens, we down for you guys. We'd rather you guys come back, but obviously we don't control that. But we wish everybody props. We shall see what happens in 2 days. Does Mitchell come back? Does he not? I'm on the mind that we're going to go cheap, stack some stuff, and look for somebody big unless Walker Kessler somehow becomes available. Would not sleep on that being us going over the second apron for somebody like that who's 24 years old, great defender, great rebounder, who's young, who's a future. So I wouldn't be surprised at a swing like that either. So we'll see. Appreciate you guys for joining tonight. Machete is probably walking his dog still. Let's see what happens. Mitch, we love you, appreciate you. You're a champ forever. Louisiana strong, New Orleans, Nowlands. You know what it is. You heard? Appreciate you guys here. Salute to my brother, New Knicks. Salute to Two Shots, my brother. Salute to M Special. Salute to Machetazo. Appreciate you guys. Let's go. The Championship Podcast, the TOF. We out of here. You heard? You're
New York City. New York, Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, ball. We are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years. That's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all big blue and orange. And everybody's starving. Hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back.
A minute remaining. Brunson at 3.